Hey everybody, this is TJR. Elvis Costello and the Imposters are going to release a new album. It's scheduled to come out on October 12th of this year. The album will be entitled Look Now, and there have been two advanced singles released. The first one is entitled Under Lime, the other one entitled Unwanted Number. Now, it's hard to believe, but it's been 5 years since Elvis Costello released a record, and that was 2013's Wise Up Ghost featuring The Roots. And by the way, this was an album that I just loved. I thought it just killed, and I still love this album. If you haven't picked it up yet, do yourself a favor, go check that one out. Now, also, in addition to being the first Elvis Costello album in 5 years, it's his first album with the Imposters since 2008's Momofuku. Hopefully I've said that right. In his press release for this new album, Elvis Costello has stated, quote, "I knew if we could make an album with the scope of Imperial Bedroom and some of the beauty and emotion of Painted from Memory, we could really have something. So I guess your anticipation for this album may rely to a certain extent on how you felt about those two previous releases." Now, some of the other information that I've been able to find out so far about this upcoming release states that two tracks, one entitled Don't Look Now and the other entitled Photographs Can Lie, were co-written with Burt Bacharach. Bacharach will play piano on those two songs. One song that's going to be entitled Burnt Sugar Is So Bitter was co-written with Carole King. So I don't know if Elvis has written with Carole King in the past. I can't be for certain. Let me know if you know any more about that. But that sounds interesting. And then the rest of the album, Elvis Costello has written all the rest of the tracks himself. So let's talk about these advanced tracks. Now, I listened to them for the last couple days, off and on, here and there, just letting them get under my skin. The first one, Under Lime, I have to admit, this one began to catch my ear right on the first listen. And it's been growing on me more and more with each subsequent listen. The opening drum beat and the opening piano chords have a definite, very early Motown vibe to them. I think what I like best about this particular song is just how jubilant it sounds. Sometimes Elvis can sound very tortured, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's good to hear him getting back to some of the early rock and soul influences that dominated his early albums. Now, there's also this very classical musical instrument break. It comes at about the 1 minute and 46-second mark, and it sounds like it might have been arranged and put together by George Martin for a Pepper-era Beatles track. A similar classical music break comes in at around the 3 minute and 5-second mark, but this time it's done with human voices. Both these sections create a nice contrast to the rest of the song, and I think that both sections help elevate the other. My only real complaint or criticism about this song is at the ending. I would have loved to have heard this song go into a traditional fade because it has this really nice repeating crescendo, and I would have loved to have heard it fade out, and so that chorus can just kind of reverberate in my mind after it's done, just for a few seconds longer. I think that would have been a nice feeling. But instead it kind of has this kind of abrupt ending. Maybe I'll feel better about it after I listen to it some more. But really, that's just a minor thing. This song is, to me, a definite keeper, and I can hear this song continuing to grow on me as time goes by. Now, the second advanced track is entitled Unwanted Number. Now, this is a slightly darker song than Under Lime, but it still has that early 60s pop kind of bounce to it. The piano performance is probably, for me, the strongest part of this song. It's what I feel elevates the song the most. And when I say the performance, I also just mean the underlying melodies that the piano plays throughout the song. The song's intro and verses are very strong, but the chorus is just so brief. It's just there and then it's gone. And then it's followed by an after chorus melody that, for all intents and purposes, I guess, acts as the chorus, for lack of a better word. This after chorus melody doesn't quite deliver on the rest of the song. It's not as strong as the rest of the song is. And for this reason, I would say as a song, as a track, it's pretty good, but not as strong as Underline. I don't know, perhaps I'll hear it differently when I've had a chance to hear it in context with the rest of the album. That sort of thing does happen. But right now, I'm not feeling really as strongly about this one as I was with Underline. Now, I will add that the chorus, or the proper chorus, does get expanded for the song's closing, and this does create a very strong ending for the song. So, once again, pretty good. I think it could have been a whole lot stronger if it was just arranged a little bit differently. But I'll be curious to know what you think, which one you liked better, and if you maybe perhaps liked Unwanted Number more than Underline. Let me know in the comments, please. I have been a long-time fan of Elvis Costello ever since his very first album. And I'm really glad to hear that this album is coming out in a few months. I don't know if you're aware of this, but earlier this month, Elvis Costello went public with news of a small but very aggressive cancerous malignancy that forced him to cancel a number of tour dates. Apparently now he plans to return to the road in November for a North American tour. So that's good news, and I hope that indicates that definitely he's feeling better, getting stronger. Whatever prayers or vibes or however you spread good karma, please remember Elvis Costello, and let's hope he stays healthy. So what do you think? Have you checked out these new tracks? Please go find them on either Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, or here on YouTube. And let me know what you think. Did you like Underline better the way I did, or did you prefer Unwanted Numbers more? Curious to hear your thoughts. As always, if you like what I do, please be sure to click the subscribe button, and be sure to click the bell notifications icon so that you can know when I release new videos. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.